have a guest from second semester. Can you introduce yourself?
Okay, hello, Elsa Putri here, and everyone usually calls me Elsa. Yeah, as the speaker is saying that I am in seventh semester.
So I heard a little information about you that you have experience teaching Bangkok.
Yeah.
Can you tell your experience in Bangkok?
Yeah. Actually, for your information, I wasn't in Bangkok, but I was in Krabi. So Bangkok and Krabi are so far each other. Yeah. And Bangkok is the capital of Thailand, but Krabi is one of Muslim city in Thailand. So actually, the Krabi is in the southern Thailand, Thailand Selatan. Yeah, I was experiencing in teaching in Thailand. It was memorable moment because at there I learned so many experience and new knowledges. Also, when you want to go to abroad, it was your biggest dream. So it can be called that it is my biggest dream to go to the abroad.
What inspired you to teach in Krabi?
Actually, no one inspired me to go to the Krabi because it was the instant agenda. Yeah, so at the time when I was having the semester break, I got information that there was the agenda to go to Krabi. So yeah, I applied it and I done it.
It just yourself or
Yeah, that's a good question because I went to go to Thailand. I didn't with myself.
really?
Yeah, but there was 12. There was 12 students from different major
Yeah.
in and Kediri who to be participant in the teaching program on Thailand.
So when you got in Thailand, you maybe get a total song.
Yeah.
So what's total song you got when you arrived there?
Okay, actually so many cultural stuff there I count, but only the one I remember,
Yeah.
it was about the food. You know that Indonesian like to eat spicy food, but in Thailand, yeah, you may find so many spicy food, but they do not prefer to eat this food because their tongue is more savory. Jadi lidah mereka lebih merasakan hal yang
So when you teach in the classroom, can you describe your first day teaching them?
Okay, first meeting.
Yeah.
Okay. When I was in the first meeting, I just conduct the approaching to my student, my Thailand student, because you know that if you didn't know your characteristics of your student, it will also have impact to your student learning achievement. Yeah, because the different student also will result to the different learning achievement. For the example that extrovert and introvert student, they will get the different knowledge, different result of their teaching learning process.
So in Indonesia we got different teaching methods. So how you adapt your teaching methods to fit the Thai students?
Okay, actually, if we try to apply the teaching method, we should know what they are weakness, what they are strength. Nah, it also conducted when I was in the class. I know that the weakness of the class is in pronunciation way. Of course, I try to fix their wrong pronunciation into better pronunciation using the ABCD song. ABCD, yeah. And you know what the result is? So many Chilean students still have the wrong pronunciation of the song. So it may be oh my god, ABCD song aja nggak bisa gitu.
And then, what unique traditions or customs have you learned about your studies, from your studies?
Okay. I noticed that some of them call their teacher not with miss or ma'am, but in teacher. Yeah, in teacher. So teacher.
Oh, teacher.
Yeah. So when I walk in front of their class, they will notice me and call me with teacher, how beautiful you are. Come here. Yeah, not miss, not ma'am.
Not
It
even
was
your
me.
name.
No. So they only call their teacher with teacher. Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah, everyone. Even with the Thailand teacher, they also call each other teacher, not ma'am, not miss, not mister.
Can you share any insights on the Thai approach to discipline and classroom management?
Okay. If you try to apply a certain methodology of learning process, you have to know how the class situation is, how the characteristics of your student are. Because when you come into certain class, it will be different with each other class. It will be different with other class because some students also have their learning style own. So we have to conduct the methods of learning process in a different way also.
So when you're teaching in the classroom, maybe you find a student that have annoying behavior and get you mad. How you handle it?
Okay, it was in Thailand or when I in Indonesia.
In Thailand.
Okay, yeah, every single classroom, of course, we found one person or one student who is annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the time, I was just doing nothing because I know that I am here is only for a while, hanya sementara. Nah, so what I did at the time, I asked he or she
Yeah.
to write on the whiteboard
Huh?
what my saying in English.
Yeah.
And if they was getting confused, I will give them suggestion for the example. Nah kan nggak bisa hanya didengerin in Indonesia in bahasa and but they respond I don't understand teacher, I don't understand. It's up to you. It's my language.
It's so funny.
Because he or she was so annoying and I felt tired of them. So I just joined up to me.
But you love kids or just
Okay, I very love it because when you experience in fun situation, it will be memorable experience to you. Oh yeah, in Thailand, I found a person who is annoying and I ever answered with this statement. Yeah, that's so memorable to me.
do you go around Thailand or no?
visiting the
Yeah,
tourism places.
yes.
Oh yeah, because when I was in the Krabi in the southern Thailand, I was not only teaching the classroom but also visiting the tourism places because the visiting tourism places also the list of our agenda.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you have a lack of language in there. How do you balance? How do you handle language barriers with students or their families?
Actually, the limitation of the knowledge doesn't make us doesn't make us having difficulty in teaching, especially for Thailand students, because at the time we use English as our language. So if they didn't get what I mean, I just try to translate into Thailand. So
Google Translate?
yeah, every single moment that I was teaching at their classroom, I bring my handphone. So if they ask me or they call me with their language, I try to. it made me. Oh yeah. Google Translate is also helpful if I teaching in the abroad, especially for Thailand, which had the different dialect with the other country.
What differences have you noticed between the educational expectation of students in Thailand and Indonesia?
The biggest difference is about the culture innovation. Actually, in education system, they also hasn't known the different methodology in the process or teaching, learning. They had the different innovation because when they in school life, every Friday in a week, they should worn a batik. It's different with our country. There is no certain regulation to wear the batik. Only hari batik. Ada setiap hari Jumat selalu harus pakai batik.
Every Friday.
Ya, every Friday.
How has living in Thailand influenced your personal growth and perspective on education?
Okay, yeah. Actually, after going to the Thailand, I noticed that my experience in the teaching and learning process is isn't growing in worse, but it is growing in a better way because I taught very many. I taught many teaching and learning strategies that support year to Thailand students. But in here, I just only used one strategy in teaching Indonesian students. So it made me that the Thailand experience is more effective to make me get into better. Yeah, it's the difference between I teaching Indonesian also.
What do you like in Thailand or?
I didn't choose. I can choose them. I didn't choose of your option because if you want to be teacher, you can
Choose.
Yeah, you can choose. Also, you can compare between the country you're living, also the country which give you many knowledges, memories.
I want to know what local foods you trying when you there.
To be honest, I tried so many kind of food, starting from berkuah sampai kering. But my favorite Thailand food is suki. Yeah, suki is kind of seblak. We are in here, but seblak in our country or in Indonesia seblak is preferring to spicy. But suki or Thailand seblak is preferring to sweet and savory. As I said in the previous statement that they prefer to savory taste. So many food that have the savory taste.
How long you in Thailand?
It was around 1 month.
1 month.
Mm-hmm.
So long. What advice would you give to someone considering teaching in Thailand?
What advice to teaching
In Thailand.
Okay. If you not only to teach into the Thailand, but if you have a chance to teach in the abroad, you have to know what the characteristics of your student are, what the education system of the available country or negara yang kamu tuju. Because if you do not prepare, if you do not recognize them, you have to get in the difficulty when you want to apply some strategies of learning and teaching process.
First question is, what would you say is the most significant lesson you have learned from your teaching experience in Thailand?
Okay. Maybe in the same with my previous student, the valuable lesson of my experience of teaching in the Thailand is now many students, especially students of the other country, who had the good pronunciation in English. So please recognize the characteristic, recognize what they are needed. It can be easy way to you in teaching and learning process, so that you and the Thailand student will get the better learning achievement.
So I want to know about how you live in the you rent apartment or
Okay, yeah. When I was in there, I didn't rent an apartment because the school provided us a building.
like a dorm?
Yeah, a dorm to us to taking a rest and sleeping and living when we are in the school.
So you didn't pay any rent?
Yeah, I didn't pay for the rent, but I paid for the food, the sightseeing moment, for the transportation.
you for your time. Actually, I learned a lot from you, and thank you so much for that. So that's all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.